Okay, exercise 8.2, problem 20, discussion. The radius of a spherical balloon increases from 7 cm to 14 cm as air is being pumped into it. Find the ratio of the volumes of the balloon in the two cases. It's quite an interesting problem. Let's mark what is given in the problem. Okay. The sphere original radius was 7 cm. It becomes R1 is 7 cm, R2 is 14 cm. Okay, as here it's a sphere. Okay, great. I think let's mark it. So its markings over, let's write it. So R1 equal to 7 cm, R2 equal to 14 cm. What are we asked to calculate? We are asked to calculate the ratio of the volumes. That is V1 divided by V2, the ratio of the volume. Okay, great. So let's volume and the radius, let's write the formula for a sphere. V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, here everything is known. So we are asked to calculate ratio of the volume, that is V1 by V2. So substitute R1 and get the value of V, which is V1. Substitute R2, which is 14 cm, and get the value of V, which is V2. Then all you need to do is find out V1 by V2. That's all it is. It's pretty simple, though it looks little difficult, but once you break it down, it becomes very simple. Let me summarize the steps. Let V1 and V2 be the initial and the final volume of the balloon. Right. Next. Then substitute the value of R1, which is 7 cm, in V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cubed, and calculate V1. Substitute the value of R2, which is 14 cm, in V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cubed, and calculate V2. Now we have V1 and V2. So the ratio is nothing but divide V1 by V2 and calculate the ratio. Okay, ratio you can write it 1 is to 2 or x is to y or x by y. Okay, great. So let me pause the video here. Try to work this problem on your own and then come back and check your working against our solution. Okay, here solution R1 equal to 7 cm and R2 is 14 cm. It's given in the problem. Let V1 and V2 be the initial and the final volume of the balloon. Volume of the sphere is given by 4 by 3 pi r cubed. So now let's substitute R1. V1 will be 4 by 3 pi into R1 is 7, so it's 7 into 7 into 7. V2 is the volume of the balloon in the final stage, so that will be 4 by 3 pi into 14 into 14 into 14. So you don't need to calculate anything because we only want to find V1 by V2. So divide V1 by V2 on the left hand side, that is equation 1 by equation 2. So you will get the right hand side also in the division mode. So that is be 4 by 3 pi into 7 into 7 into 7 divided by 4 by 3 into 14 into 14 into 14. This 4 by 3 pi will get cancelled. 7 will go 2 times, 7 will go 2 times, 7 will go 2 times. So you will get 1 into 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. So you will get 1 by 8. Or V is to V1 is to V2 is 1 is to 8 ratio. Okay, it's pretty simple, isn't it? But there is another way of doing that is little advanced. V is proportional to R cube. So V is in terms of R cube. So the ratios of V1 will be V1 to V2 will be R1 cube to R2 cube. That is another way of calculating. But what I'm trying to do that we'll do all those things in the revision part of the program. Okay, let's do simple basic things here. Let's understand the basics clearly. Then we'll come for advanced methods little later. Okay, I hope you got this problem correct. If not, please find out where it is wrong and correct it yourself. If your concept is not clear, please go back to the discussion part of the video and review it. Thanks for watching.